Erik Ten Hag contract has been announced. It is a 2-year contract until 2026. Man United have gone ahead obviously confirm it today, and here we bring you what Erik Ten Hag has gone ahead to say, what Dan Ashworth has gone ahead to say, the director of football for the club of Manchester United, and what the Sage agency that really manages Erik Ten Hag has gone ahead to say into the mix. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. The Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum, preparing for the Juma Karim tomorrow, and the Christians, we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. And let's obviously start it off with Manchester United. They are the ones that really went ahead to say that Erik Ten Hag has extended his contract as a Manchester United men's first team manager until 2026. Now, before this contract was announced, it was thought to be a 4-year contract, but it's a 2-year contract. And I know why it's a 2-year contract, because in the modern game of football, it doesn't make sense to obviously give a manager a lot of contracts, because you'll need to have what we call a huge compensation fee. And Manchester United are like, let's obviously give Erik Ten Hag a 2-year contract, and then we'll see how things are really going to pan out into the mix. But I believe he's really going to work, and he's really going to be given more and more contracts at the club of Manchester United, and he's having the right people to work with at the club. That's my own point of really strength, that I believe Erik Ten Hag is really gonna hinge on to become one of the best managers in the world by taking United back to the glory days, according all like leaning onto the work that Sir Jim Ratcliffe was gonna have to do to really clear out the dead wood and get in what we call players with huge quality. Ten Hag, in his words, said, "I'm very pleased to have reached an agreement with the club to continue working together. Looking back at the past 2 years, we can reflect with pride on 2 trophies and many examples of progression from where we were when he joined." He added and said, "However, we must also be clear that there is still lots of hard work ahead to reach the levels expected of Manchester United, which means challenging for English and European titles." Then he said, "In my discussions with the club, we have found complete unity in our vision for reaching those goals, and we are all strongly committed to making that journey together." So, as I told you, that when a manager spends 2 seasons at the club of Manchester United, winning the FA Cup and Carabao Cup are really important. But now he gets into the most calling, all asking season from the fans and everyone competing for the title. And I tell you, he has to. And the only way Erik Ten Hag's job is going to be safe is by qualifying for the Champions League and obviously competing for the trophy. And I tell you, if God can bless him with blessings, or share him with blessings to really win the league, at Manchester United, I tell you, he will have gone ahead to earn himself some 3-4 years or 5 at the club of Manchester United, because it will be close to 12 years since we last went ahead to win a trophy of the Premier League. We last won one in 2013 when Sir Alex Ferguson bid his farewell to with the fans and the players of Manchester United, and ever since then we haven't gone ahead to come close to winning it, because we have been really far off from the person leading the table, even when Man United have gone ahead obviously become second, all in the season second. Dan Ashworth, the sporting director for the club of Manchester United, or director of football, said, "With 2 trophies in the past 2 seasons, Erik Ten Hag has reinforced his record as one of the most consistently successful coaches in European football, while the club's review of last season highlighted areas for improvement." That's what he said. Then he added on and said, It is also reached a clear conclusion that Erik was the best partner for us to work with in driving up standards and outcomes. This group of players and staff have already shown they are capable of competing and winning at the top level. Now we need to do it more consistently. That's what he says. And he concluded and said, Dan Ashworth, that with our strengthened football leadership team now in place, we are looking forward to working hand in hand with Erik ten Hag to achieve our shared ambitions for this club. And I tell you, the ambitions are simple. Go in and really win trophies. Though, Sir Jim Ratcliffe said, every new project needs 3 years, but I know Erik ten Hag as a manager will challenge himself to obviously go ahead and really compete for the Premier League, because if he gets in the players that he really believes are supposed to be doing work for him, nothing is going to stop him from obviously becoming that kind of manager to lift the league, because next season is really going to be more tricky as we are going to be having very many teams competing. I've already gone ahead to put in the permutations for you that if we do the needful and lose very few points and really resurrect our form at home, in the first season where we went ahead to lose only 1 game at Old Trafford, and make it a foot race again, no team is really gonna obviously not get scared when United is playing against them. You understand? So Ten Hag at United until 2026 is really great, and we wait to see how that really pans out. Now, the Sage Agency has come out and said the following, and one of the members of the Sage Agency had something to say. It's been quite a roller coaster right since Ten Hag joined Man United more than 2 years ago, but I'm proud to have been part of it. Today, we can announce that we will continue to be part of it. So, they'll continue to be part of the deal. And he also said, Erik ten Hag will stay in the red part of town for 2 more years. It was and is a pleasure working with all people. Sorry about that. Working with all people involved. From past to present, Sage is proud to have assisted both Erik ten Hag and new Man United football leadership team in making this extension possible. So, Man United is really keeping Erik ten Hag here, and what is really gonna be following Manchester United next. And Jacobs Ben has come out and had something to say about Man United next announcement, and he has gone ahead to obviously tell us that Manchester United have opted to trigger Ten Hag's 1-year extension on the same terms rather than then negotiating a deal. Ten Hag will be given enhanced support, though, including the expected arrivals of Ruud van Nistelrooy and Rene as part of the backroom staff shuffle. So, Erik ten Hag contract is in the same terms that he came in through from Ajax to manage Manchester United, and so he's really going to be waiting for Ruud van Nistelrooy and Rene to be announced. And that announcement is really one of those that I believe are really going to really shake the world a lot, because Erik ten Hag, Van der Vaart, Van der Gaar, then you talk about McLaren, you add on Rene and Ruud van Nistelrooy. I think that team would have gone ahead to be improved hugely. And I think these are things that Erik ten Hag was telling the Glazers, that we need improvement in the management of Manchester United. And they were like looking so much at the money. But Ineos are like, let's get him everything that he wants. And at the end of it all, he'll have no excuse when we are demanding him results as he promised to give us. So, we wait and see how that pans out. Rokan David is my name. Continue to subscribe so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in a daily. I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below about Ten Hag at United until 2026. And Erik ten Hag's contract has been announced by the club of Manchester United. We sign out for now. See you later. First video of the day, and more content is yet to pop up. Bye bye and good afternoon.